on economic determinants of mental health. Over to you, Mohsin.
Thank you, Tayyaba. My name is Mohsin. I am a health economist in Pakistan Institute of Living and Learning. Today, I'm going to present the systematic review, and this review is based on the Sustainable Development Goals. And the title of the review is the Economic Determinants of Mental Disorders among Depressed Pregnant Women in Pakistan. Next, please. These 5 different sustainable development goals comes under the economic domains, and this refers to the poverty. The second is hunger. The third is decent work and economic growth. It refers to the employment status of a person. The next is industry, innovation and infrastructure. This refers to the industrial transformation and revolution. The last is the reduced inequality in terms of monetary aspect. Next, please. These are the key economic factors that have a link with the mental health outcomes, and these economic factors could be a cause of to bring these mental health outcomes. These are the economic factors. This may include income insecurities, debts, assets, food security, employment, housing, and so on. So these factors would be a leading cause towards the mental health in terms of economic perspective. And these mental health outcomes are depression, anxiety, substance abuse, and psychosis, so on and so forth. Next, please. Okay. This is a prisma diagram. Getting out of the search, this all we have got the 425 from the automated search, and we have got 1583 from the manual search from the different databases, electronic databases. So we have got we have selected after the screening of title and the abstract. We have got the 4 studies that we have included our systematic review. Next, please. These are the preliminary findings of those 4 studies. 2 findings related to the interventions, possible interventions available in the local settings, and the 2 findings related to the cost that had been the attempt have been made to calculation of the cost. The first findings relate to the about the early identification of the parents who are at the at risk would be bring out to reducing the mental health symptoms, especially in the prenatal period. Another findings reflects that if we are addressing those social causes and the realization of the human rights, that will bring the woman towards the economic participation in the household, and this is the first step reducing the antenatal depression. The next third and fourth evidence shows the cost of the attempts has been made to calculation of the cost. The third evidence shows that it's a in the UK setting that had been attempt. The total cost is about £74,000 in the prenatal period, and the last evidence shows that we have the cost near about 1,000 for the monthly expenditure of if someone have a perinatal disorder, and near about 3,800 for the other costs included. So more or less near about 4,800 Pakistani rupees would be the total cost of antenatal period. Next, please. These are the possible potential intervention that is present in the local settings. Number one is a cash transfer or the basic income grants to the local population. Next is the improvement employment. This is the employment status for the lower level and middle level. These both of them have a high impact on the people that lives in the local settings. And the last is the reduction of the income inequality. It does not put a direct impact to the betterment and prosperity of the people, but it put an indirect impact on the some aspect of the macroeconomics level. Next, please. And this is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mohsin.